The good news is rates are finally getting better. Hi, I'm your mortgage guy, Dave Steinberg. This is RateWatch. Every week I bring you the news that you need to make better, more informed mortgage decisions. The rates are down about 1/8% relative to last week, which means they're really down quite substantially from the market highs. Still not below 6%. They're under 6.5% in most markets. That's great news. What I wanted to talk about this week, we've been working with clients who are going through a variation of buying and selling. They're selling their current home and looking to buy a new home. And how you stage that and how you work that out is really quite significant. We have a client who is in the middle of that and has had a rocky time. So let me tell you the story. Client called us up. They are selling their home and buying another. They found a house that they absolutely love and went to contract, and then they're trying to sell their home. But their buyer is acting in fits and spurts, and it's become very frustrating. Fortunately, as we've gone through the process, we started with the position that we had to come up with a plan. If necessary, they could buy before they sell. And in fact, that's what we did. We got them pre-approved with 10% down just in case. Hopefully they will sell, but their buyer is being a little bit flaky and we can't have my client being held captive. How can you do that? Well, there's a couple of different strategies around this, but number one, in this case, the family income is sufficient to pay for the old house and the new house. They can't really afford to do that for very long, but if they needed to do that for a month or two, they could probably get away with it. The other alternative to that, by the way, is something called a bridge loan, and there's some different variations on that. The bridge part will give you the money for the down payment for the next house, but there are programs where we can actually take the payment on your existing house off the table, and in that way you can afford to buy a house before you sell your house. It is not optimal. Usually most people who go through the process end up selling first because it could be painful, but nevertheless, it is a strategy that might work. If you're looking to buy or sell, or frankly, if you're looking to do a transaction, buy a home, or thinking about refinancing, this would be a great time to have a conversation. Start early. Start way early. We can look at your credit. We can get you pre-approved even before you've started going out and looking at homes. I'm your mortgage guy, Dave Steinberg, and I'm here to help.